Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Niners are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Steelers, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the San Francisco 49ers. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Play clock winding down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether there's one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeForest Buckner. coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Back to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down, 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The slot man in motion right. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go now. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Curry. The 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 46. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Finding room inside the 40. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to the booth right after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No, check. Patriot. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. I got you. Hey, switch.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Back down, Philly, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How did you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Curry. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Curry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 yards to go on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit. Over
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught about the 5. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Here we go now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First down carry here for McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throw left side complete. It's Robbins. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Over!
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Green, back up,
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try the right side with McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
2nd down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed! Over!
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side complete. It's Barnett. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. An update from down in L.A. And the Rams have scored again, able to stretch their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll go again to McCoy. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
All right, here we go. Oh, gun! Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
First throw now for the backup Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. All right, now look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And tough starting field position here. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The Niners on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robbins. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Buying time to his left. Room here to run. And he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A give to McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
No, check, Patriot, Patriot. All right, man, look at 56. No, check, Patriot. Detroit.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now a handoff here to his running back. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kicked a field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Detroit! Now let's go! Feed it! No, check! Patriot! Leopard!
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Robbins. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. At scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Look to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, land it. Over. No, check, Patriot.
Looking to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice into Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the 49ers, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's loss number